I was going to say, is that music going to stop playing? I hit the off button, but it still wanted to play. Oh, got a mute YouTube channel. Good morning and welcome. Well, hi, my lady. Hi, Big Matt. I hope you and your family are doing well. Hope things are going good down there in Texas. Good morning, Harold. I hope you have a good day at physical therapy. Miss Mary, what you doing today, honey? Working on them books? And hello to the others that are out there that are sitting on the sidelines and not saying anything. I pray for you. Pray you're having a wonderful and beautiful day. Pray things are going good for you. Um, as you can see over here behind me up against the wall back there, I've got some boxes sitting there. You'd have thought I went to the liquor store and bought cases and cases of alcohol, but nope, that's not the case. I got those so I could pack some stuff up and move it to storage. Oh, well, you know what? You call it a junk journal, but it's made out of recycled stuff that you done, and I think they look beautiful. I like them all, but I know I can't have them all. I would take them all, but I can't have them all because I know you made them for your grandbabies and stuff and your kids, and they should enjoy them. They really should. Um, any hoot. I decided to do a live stream today to give y'all an update on the repairs, which are going nowhere. Is it zero? No. I mean, he did get the ceiling patched out there, but he can't do the inside wall in the shed out there because the rest of the sheetrock is still wet. The insulation in the walls is still soaking wet. So today made 31 days ago that the first water line broke. Now I did talk to the maintenance man out here this morning when he was out here picking up some stuff. Going to have to get inside, switch machine, and do a repair if I can. LOL. Oh, I'm sorry, Mary. Um, but he said something. He had told me this morning that they had ordered another hot water heater for the girl upstairs because we still have the original hot water heaters in these apartments from when these apartments were built. So they're going to get her another hot water heater up there and replace it. I said, well, you might want to order one for down here too. But yeah, they ain't going to do that no time soon. I'm going to tell you. Um, but they haven't even been back over here to look at the other apartments and to spray their walls down in their garage, their little sheds for all the mold damage and stuff from the water leaks and stuff when we had that real bad below freezing cold weather. Yeah. But anywho, he's going to be making some patches, some small repairs in here, what they told him he could do. But if, like I told him, I said that whole piece of sheetrock out in that shed, it's crumbling within itself because it's been so damaged. But I told him that's okay. I'm not going to renew my lease. I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to tough it out until my kid gets out of school, and then we're going to get ready to move. So That's the only thing I can do. Because like I told him on this other wall over here, with all that water that's run down there and stuff, there's no way that you can get rid of the mold in there unless you actually take some of that wall out and spray it. And y'all ain't gonna do. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. So, because they'd have to have a contractor come in here and tear a lot of these walls out and replace them, and that's going to cost a lot of money, especially nowadays with the economy the way it is and the cost of inflation skyrocketing. I don't think the new owner of this would appreciate having to fork out that kind of money at this particular time. But I told him I don't want to get ugly, but push comes to shove, I will. So, Mary, you still having issues with your phone, sweetie? Harold, I hope you have fun at physical therapy. And Big Matt, I seen you pop in here and say hello. I hope, like I said, I hope everyone down in Texas is doing well and stuff. So yeah, but oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad y'all found that girl. I'm glad that girl came home. Y'all got her back home safe, Matt. The pain. What are you going to physical therapy for, Harold? If you don't mind me asking. But he's the maintenance man also said that he was going to talk with her in the office. She came in the office and then she turned around and left again. So she may have had to go to the other set of complexes down in Dover, or Dixon, I mean, which is about an hour's ride from here. I think he said something, talked to her about a dehumidifier to put out there. I said, it's just going to suck up all the moisture, all the moisture from the air and outside, not just in the shed, but from outside too. But I took advice of a friend of mine that has a camper, and they buy these things called damp rid, and it has a little baggie down here on the bottom. And this has been hanging at my back door since I went and bought it last week. And that's how much water it's already absorbed in there. So I don't know that y'all could see that through that clear bag, but it's a nice little bit of water right here. But anyway, I mean, it helps some. And I got the activated charcoal, the container for it sitting over here to help with the air and stuff like that. So yeah, but it's a hot mess. I told him I don't want to get ugly, and I don't want to have to call buildings and codes, and I don't want to have to go over their head, but they're going to have to get their head out of the butt and do something, because this next week, the temperature here, we're going to be down in the teens. And the last thing I need is for more water lines to bust again, because people don't want to do be responsible and turn the water on and let it drip. And people are not being held accountable. Somebody needs to be held accountable. Not just, I'm not talking about this maintenance man, but past maintenance people that worked here under the same office manager and stuff. They were very incompetent with their job. I mean, who in the world? I mean, I can understand using a piece of flex pipe for plumbing for a temporary fix, but you need to go back in there and replace it with the correct stuff so maybe this stuff would not have happened. I'm surprised the stuff didn't freeze and bust years ago, because I've been here for 8 years. So, but it's time to move. And Harry, but Mary, I'm getting a big enough house for you to come move in with me. Hi, Uper. How are you today, honey? How's everything in the Upper Peninsula up there? I imagine it's cold. It's cold here. We're getting down into the 20s tonight. So I told the maintenance man, you make sure that she puts out a notice to tell these people to leave their water running, even your hot water drip. I was listening to some of that story you was telling over there, Uper, on Harold's channel about you getting wet and your clothes all being stiff. Well, praise the Lord that you're safe and you're all right, honey, because we wouldn't want nothing to happen to you because we all love you. And Harold said he's got physical therapy at 11:30, so he got about 15 minutes left before he hopefully he's already done made it to where he's got to go for his physical therapy. So I was bored sitting here at the house and didn't feel like packing nothing up right now. I'm gonna do that over the weekend, a little bit here and a little bit there. But it's crazy, you know. You never know what to expect. You always have to expect the unexpected. So that's the way that goes. And pray for the best, prepare for the worst. But Harold, I mean, I'm glad you got out of there and you got home safely. No, the Lord is not done with you yet, honey. He is not done with you yet. Um, he's not done with many of us yet, and he's proven that time and time again. So, um, Mary, I dropped the link in the chat room if you want to come up, or Uper. I know Harold can't because he's at physical therapy, or Matt. But I knew I wouldn't expect many people to pop up in here in this live stream this morning because it's not usually the time I do a live stream. I usually do it in the evening time, but I thought, shoot, I'm sitting here. Why not? Yes, he is. God is answering prayers. And you think I'm not a mess? Girl, you see me sitting here. I'm a hot mess. But anyway, yeah, we have to pray for individuals, you know, and we have to pray wholeheartedly, because you know God's the answer to all. Oh, thank you, sir, and welcome.
Well, thank you, Miss Kelly.
Yeah, I was listening to some of your talk over there with Harold about your unfortunate accident, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm just glad he's okay.
Well, that was years ago, just so you know. That was, 10, 15 years ago. It's been a while, but we make decisions, and sometimes the outcome of that is, God says He's placed guardian angels around us,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to think that I've had a few of them go to the throne and say, I can't do this. You're gonna have to sign somebody else. This dude ain't get it.
Yeah. Well, I know back in my earlier days when I was drinking and out there driving and running around and all that stuff, there's I don't know how, but I'm still here. I woke up one night in my truck. It was early in the morning. I woke up and rain was coming in and hit me in the face. And my truck was going the opposite. Traffic was coming this way, but I was going this way. But the truck went off the road and into the medium and just died. The ignition and stuff was still on. I guess it ran out of gas. But it's like somebody else took the wheel and just steered it over in there and just parked it. And when I woke up and I seen that, and I was like, oh my God, how did I survive? You know?
Only by the grace of God.
Yeah. And then on Friday the 13th in August of 1999, I was down by the river with some friends, and we was all down there partying and drinking. And I went in my car and went to sleep for a while. And I had just bought a newer little kind of sport car. And I woke up and I was like, well, it's time to go home. And instead of me pulling out and going to the right, I pulled out and went to the left. And I wasn't really familiar with that road to the left. And there was a sharp curve. And instead of me taking that curve, I went straight on and hit like a Christmas tree. And behind that tree was a mound of dirt. And when I hit it, it just turned my car sideways like this and went sailing through the trees and landed in the river. And I was blacked out for a couple minutes. And I woke up and that water was up to my neck and I could smell gas because the car was turned on the side where the gas was coming out. And I just filled it up earlier. And I climbed and got my way out of it. And I went and sat by the road and waited for a state trooper to come. And they give me a ride up to the road. And then a few hours later, I came back with the road back down there to get it out. And the guy that had the record service, he looked at me and he's like, Kim, how in the world did you do that? Just tell me how you did. I said, man, I don't know. And he said, and you walked away and you're not hurt? And I'm like, no. But there was a bunch of tree branches on the back side of the car laying there on its side. And when we pulled it out, when he got it leveled and pulled it out, we looked at it. The only damage was done to it is where it hit that mound of dirt. Wow. And it folded it up into the fan. But of course, they wrote it off as a total loss because it ended up in the water.
Yeah.
And that day right there, that's the day I did a complete 360 and said, all right, God, I'm done. I backed off on the drinking and the driving and partying and stuff like that. And then a few months later, that's when I got Sierra, my oldest granddaughter that just got married and left home. And I thank God for her, and I thank God for Sydney as well, because they keep me on the straight and narrow. And she was she saved me, and I saved her because neither one of us was supposed to make it, but we did.
Well,
so.
He gives us wake up calls, and that's I guess for me, when my son started to grow up, I decided, you know what, we're going to do demolition derbies and things like that. Mm-hmm. Because there, if something happens, we've got medical right there readily available.
Right.
Because things can get crazy out there, and
mm-hmm. I drove in a demolition derby once. It was fun. I didn't like getting hit and banged up a little bit, but but it was still fun.
You bet.
So y'all got a lot of snow up there?
No, we're getting it though. We, believe it or not, we had all that snow on Christmas. We were down to less than a foot of snow.
Oh, wow.
Our trails just went to mud, and we're just now getting back up to where I'm going to have to go check here in a little bit. So I may have to go out this evening, but nothing's for sure yet. I want to talk to the other driver and see how much mud he actually, because he went out. He hasn't called me, so to figure out if it's worth us, because again, these machines are so big right now. If you were to ride, You could go across the holes with the ice, but we're going to
Yeah.
break every hole open. And then if you drive in one, it could be pretty hazardous. So,
Right.
but we're going to get some really cold temperatures. So hopefully, if we break them open, they'll freeze hard, and then we can cross them.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And
it's been
Mary, you're
crazy
go
weather pattern this year. I mean, we are so far uh, above normal temperatures,
ahead.
and they tell me that the snow is right in line because that great big storm kind of kept us, to this time of year. But to
Yeah.
look out here, you wouldn't think it.
Yeah. And Mary, you're right in your statement that you said there about the children being the anchors that hold the moms. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I love my grandchildren and I love my kids too. Um, and I pray and wish the best for all of them. But in today's world and society, this world has gone to crap in a handbasket and then some,
Well, you're not kidding.
and
That's the thing. Love them. Again, I'll tell you, the Lord has blessed me mightily when it comes to that. I've got 3 grandchildren, 3.5 miles from me, and man, I do whatever I can with them, and we have a great relationship. And the oldest one is just now 14, so of course she's getting to that. Um,
uh-huh.
and my other grandson, that he was up here and worked with me all last summer. Well, he went back down where his folks are, and he's got a job down there. So I don't know if he's going to come back and help me out again next season or not. If he does, fine. If he doesn't, but I have really been blessed that I've been able to spend the amount of quality time with my grandchildren, taking them hunting, fishing, rock picking. I mean, mushroom hunting. That's what we do here.
Hi, Suburban. Welcome, sweetie. I hope you're doing a little bit better than the last time when I saw when you were uh, in the chat room.
Well, I just want to say hello to everybody in there that said hello to me.
It's Big Matt and Harry and Miss Mary. They was the only ones here, and I think Harold might have had to drop out because he had to go to physical therapy.
Yeah.
It says there's only 3 of us in here, so.
Okay.
See, I'm boring to everybody.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Where 2 or 3 are gathered, he's in the midst. So that's what matters.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Well, I hate to say it, but I got to drop out of here. I got some duties to do, but I just thought I'd come up here and tell you that the guardian angels, there's times we do some silly things, and.
Yeah, I thank God for all the times that they've saved me, because I'm gonna tell you, I really should have never been here. I should have passed away a long time ago. And
well, there's a lot of us that can give that testimony. I mean, I had my wild times of that when I was younger, and
yeah,
my thing was is that when Mothers Against Drunk Driving came out and that program came out, I realized by then I was married, had 2 children, and realized that without a driver's license, I was going nowhere. So I had to knock that off.
right.
And actually, my testimony to that in 1987, I said that was it. All of us in our drinking days, oh, you wake up, you're so hungover, and you say, that's it. I'm done.
Right.
We've all said that how many countless times. Well, it came to me that that's it. I'm done. And my close personal friends that I grew up with, they laughed. We've all said that. And I'll tell you something, the Lord actually used my own stubborn pride. I made up my mind. I am done, man. I mean, and thank God that he gave me the strength. Now I realized that it was through him that I was able to do that. And I did. But I substituted that with other things too. I've always hunted and fished, but when I got out of the drinking, I really took that to a different level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I've always loved the outdoors, and I came from a long line of hunter gatherers. So that transition, but I really got more in depth and more serious about Instead of just going to the lake and renting a boat and looking across it and saying, oh, that looks like a good place to fish, I started to learn exactly why that would be or wouldn't be. And, you know,
Yeah.
well, I give him all the glory in that he's brought me where I am and continues to do so.
Amen. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Miss Kim, I got to go, but God bless you. God bless everyone in that chat, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay, honey. God bless you, and you have a blessed day. And I pray peace be with you and your family, and you be safe out there.
Thank you, and you also.
All right, honey. Wow. That was really sweet. Thank you so much, Hubert. I almost cried the last time I did a live stream and you came up on the live stream. And then I had Michelle and JW up here too. It was nice. Oh, Suburban, don't say that. Oh, goodness. But see, you made it though. That's the thing, is you made it, you know. And as you see running across my screen up there, you can pause the YouTube channel and you can write down my email address. I was hoping that you would pop in here. That way, because if you don't have it, then you can have it. It's right here, and you can email me, and I can send you my phone number, and you can call me, and we can talk and stuff. Because I'm not about to put that out up here, but, but yeah, I know it's tough, sweetie. We all have our stories and stuff from way back when we was little bitty things up until now. And God still, we still go through trials and tribulations, but the good Lord's not done with us. Like you said, he's not done with us yet, we have to figure out exactly why the Lord is keeping us here, to get his word out and to be supportive of other people and try to bring other people out of the darkness and, get mentally and physically and emotionally right with the Lord. Well, good morning, Ark Wild Man. How are you? Did you survive your cold night out there camping? Did them truck drivers get their trucks unstuck? Let me drop the link in case Mr. Wild Man would like to come up here and say something, or anybody else. You just missed Mr. Uper. He popped up here to say hi. He's very cold. Oh, they made it. Well, that's good. That's good. I hope they made it to their destination. It was nice of you to offer them coffee. I'm sure they appreciated that. Yeah, I know, Suburban. Or that's Miss Mary. She said changed her name again, but that's Miss Mary. She's trying to be incognito. It would be nice if we could save the earth with love. But there's so much darkness out there, and so many people with anger and resentment within them, and it's sad. It's sad. You missed Harold. Harold's at physical therapy. Ark is where he was at. Said he had to go. So, but yeah. I was just trying to give an update on the repair work that's not going very well. But it's not the maintenance man's fault, you know. Um, Crap happens, and it's hard to get that sheetrock dry in that shed out there because it's not a lot of room in there to work with and stuff. But I told him if he had a blower or something that run on kerosene or something or whatever they run on, I don't even remember. But if he had one that could sit out there and kind of put in there, he said something about maybe getting one and hooking it up down at the end of the apartment where it would run off of them instead of off of me. I said, well, if that's what you want to do, but you know, push all the crappy people into a pool of jello. How could you be mad in a Mary? I know she does, don't she, Suburban? She'll change it up every so often. So, but she has her reasons, I guess. Well, I told him, I did not mind bringing that little turbo blower in here and putting it on the car, to blow dry my carpet and the wall in here. But I'm not going to leave one running 24 hours a day for weeks and weeks and have a $600, $700 light bill and not be and it be put on me to take care of. It's not my fault the water line broke. I wasn't the incompetent one that put flex pipe on PVC, for Pete's sake. The past maintenance man did that. So that's on them. It's not on me. And they don't want to complicate. I think I said that right. Probably not. But yeah. So anyways. Suburban, did you get that email, honey? I put it up there just for you. I told the maintenance man today, I don't want to get ugly. I don't want to call buildings and codes and stuff and have them come up here and check these other walls because they would probably say, well, we're going to just shut this whole building down. And that's 8 families. You got 8 families because there's 4 on this side and 4 on the other side. And I don't want to put 7 other people out, but they got to do their job and they got to do it right. They can't keep cutting corners and trying to do little nitpicky patchwork here and there and think it's okay. Yeah, they do. I have my security camera that I bought. It's plugged up in the outlet out here, but he did say that they had a place down here at the end of the building where the meters and stuff are to tap into. But I ain't seen hide nor hair of him. Matter of fact, I don't even know that she came back. She came in the office and then she left. Oh yeah, no, she didn't even come back. So she may have called them down there at the other complex to see if they had a dehumidifier, and she may have went to go get it to bring it back up here to put in here. So okay. Okay, if that works for you, then I'm going to change that. As long as you got it. I was hoping you would come in here because I know you said I was looking in my email to see if I had yours, and I couldn't find it. So yeah. So I was hoping you would come in here, and I'll just run it across the bottom of the screen there for you. So, but I'm bored, and I'm going to try not to let all this stuff stress me out any more than it already has. So, and if it wasn't for Miss Mary and Miss Phyllis and some others keeping me sane right now, I would have probably snapped like a twig. And Miss Mary, I gotta say, the little memes that you've been dropping, those are always right on time. They're right on time, and I love the sayings. And I don't know if you can read the comments. Others have asked me if you could read the comments from where you shared them, or if it goes to the person that you shared them links from. I said, I really don't know, but I would think that they would come to you considering that you shared them. So you'll have to let us know. So go take a peek and see. No. Oh, you can read the comments? Yeah. Because somebody asked me where you got them from. I said, I don't know, probably Facebook. I don't know. No, Miss Mary, I don't know. Miss Mary be all over the place. Miss Phyllis is probably sleeping because I'm going to tell you, I messaged her last night. She told me she's going to call me after she got home. And she went in Miss Deb's channel and she told Miss Deb that she made it home. And then she told me that she'd call me. And I was like, okay. And I tried calling her and she didn't answer her phone. So I don't know if she went to sleep. So I shot her a text message. You know what time she going to get back at me? 5:30 this morning. I mean, you can't let everything get you down, I mean, it's hard. It's very hard, especially when you're going through, losing a loved one and stuff, and then other stuff. It just seems like bam, 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 bam. Things just keep, coming. They always say it comes in threes. I said, well, don't say that because I done been hit by water 3 times in this apartment. But I don't need no more devastation at this apartment. I really don't. I just need to pack up and move on down the road. I wished I had enough money to buy me a little piece of land out in the country somewhere, but and just put me in one of them little small like sheds that you could build you a place out of, and just go hide out and forget the rest of the world exists. But you can't do that. Ain't nowhere you can go now without them tracking you. And I'm afraid it's going to get a lot more worse from what I understand. So we just have to stay strong in the faith of the Lord and know that God's going to see us through it. Even though when we think we're in our darkest hours and God's not hearing us, he still hears you. And he's still with you. And he's probably still knocking on your door and asking you to open it up and let him back in, But yeah. So what else y'all want to talk about? Oh, hi, Miss Sandra. You slipped in there on me, girlfriend. How are you? Hope you're doing well and your family's doing well. Yeah, I think about 9 o'clock this morning, I decided I was going to do a live stream. Forget the tiny house, not for me. I have a husband that works from home, and an adult son needs more space. Yeah, I understand that. They got some pretty nice of those little storage sheds. That's what they're called, the little storage sheds that look like little houses and stuff that you can buy now, with the upstairs and downstairs and all that. They're nice. You can convert them into a nice little livable space, you know. But I bet you are staying busy, Miss Sandra. It's awful quiet here. It's almost too quiet. I don't hear none of my neighbors, and I'm used to hearing them all the time. But yeah, that's the game plan is just to let them figure out what they're going to do, and I guess he's going to bring some insulation over here and put up out there against the pipes and stuff until that sheetrock dries, so he can repair that. And I guess he's gonna put plastic up over it to hold the insulation. So let's still have the insulation that's in the wall, and then put more insulation in front of it, and then cover it with plastic. Um, Maybe for a she shed. Ah, there you go, bourbon. That's the bourbon. Look, I said bourbon. See, you want a shot of bourbon? It's early yet. Oh, goodness. Uh, I'll do it at the beginning of February. Oh, there you go, Sandra. You need one of those too? Yeah. Yeah, we all need a griping shed. You know, they call it the man cave. We need a woman's cave. So, so I figured I'd do a little bit of a live stream here this morning and rant a little bit about about this stupid water deal and all this stuff. But I appreciate you ladies joining me in over here. And I knew there wouldn't be many people come on here, which is okay. It's easier to keep up with the chat room. I hear you. I hear you, Sandra. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I need to get rid of too. I got to call this young man and see if I can get him to come and move this solid cherry desk out of here, and the file cabinet that goes with it, and my sofa. They're not water damaged or anything. They're in good shape. I just need to get them out of here so that when he does get done with the repairs, they can send the quote unquote professional steam cleaners in here to clean the shampoo carpet, or to clean the carpet from all the water damage, just so I can go behind the professional after he leaves with my shampooer and still suck up water and dirt that he left behind. Because, they do leave it pretty wet. And they come in here and do everything real quick, fast, and in a hurry. So, okay, what did you say, Miss Mary? Using all the scraps and beads and the buttons. Well, you should come up here, Mary, and show the ladies what you're doing. Some of them don't know what you're doing. We don't care that you're in a mess. You look beautiful anyways. Ain't that right, ladies? Even when we are a mess, we still look good. Oh, now she's going out to have a cigarette. Well, I put the link. I'm gonna put the link in the chat room anyways. So don't do it outside around all your neighbors now. Yeah, they should see your shorts videos. Did you drop the link, Miss Mary, to your channel? Sorry, y'all, I got a text message. It's nothing important. I'll never have nothing important. If you want to, Mary, you can drop your link in the chat room. And the ladies, people that don't have it, they can sub to it. Or let me look and see if I can find it and do it. See if I can move a screen. Oh, how many screens is open in here? I don't need all these screens open. Well, snickerdoodles. What'd y'all say? Be careful with the few and the birds. Oh. Well, there's a link for any of y'all that want to come up here. And let's see, who am I? I'm looking for Miss Mary. That's what I'm looking for. Unless she finds it and beats me to it and posts it. I told her I wanted all them little books that she's making. But I can't have them all because them are for her grandbabies. And her kids. I was only picking anyway. All right, there's Miss Mary's link, y'all. So the upper link is to the live stream. The other link is to Miss Mary's channel. She's been getting some snow up there where she's at. Mr. Uper said they expecting some more snow where he's at. So yeah, it's gonna get cold. Colder. So I'm sorry, I feel half but lost here. Suburban, I kind of want to go in there and make me a drink, but I can't because I got to drive to the school and pick up my daughter later. So I have to wait till I get her home before I can fix me a drink. You want snow? Just a few inches? Yeah, that last bit of stuff we got here, I mean, it was trying to blow some snow flurries out here this morning, but when I got ready to take the little one to school, y'all, I can't believe she's going to start high school next year. Oh my gosh. That's right, because you're another state away from me, Sandra, if I'm not mistaken. You're on the Georgia side. Yeah, this weather has been really, really very bipolar. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I think somebody told me somebody told me last night that they were thinking about trying to see how many of us could get together this spring and maybe meet somewhere just across the Georgia line in the mountain area. But um, I said, well, it sounds good. As long as they got a place to rent a motel, or you could take your tent and your camping gear and um, or your camper if you have a camper. I don't have a camper. I got brand new tents, never been unpacked. Wait till pick up and then cheers. There you go. Yeah, I made me a homemade vanilla milkshake the other day, and I poured me a little bit of vodka in it. It was pretty good. Oh wow, Sandra. Yeah, all of my kids are grown too. This is my last grandchild. I raised two. Her older sister and her. Her older sister is 23 and married, and her husband, they done bought their working on buying their first house. Um, and that's great. I'm happy for them, and they seem to be doing good. Um, and now this one, and after she's gone, well, it'll just be me. Because they get older, they want to move away, they want to do their things. I got two kids in New York, one in Virginia Beach, one deceased. My oldest son is deceased. And then I've got six, let's see, uh, four, six, seven, eight. I got eight grandchildren, and out of eight grandchildren, six of them are girls and two are boys. So the girls outrule the boys. So, but they're the two, four of them are younger. They're all in their teens, so they still got a. I think one of them, Opal, she's going into high school. Kira's going into high school, and then Sydney's going into high school, and then my granddaughter Kylie, she's going into high school. So I'm just like, where has time gone? Because it just, like you say, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year, and the after January, it's like the year just flies by. So we fixing to be in February before long. Mm. So, well, I won't keep you beautiful people any longer. I just wanted to come up here and let y'all know I'm still kicking. I haven't given up yet. It's not in me to give up. Um, I'll keep pushing forward, and I'll probably do a live stream sometime over the weekend. And hopefully, I'll see you ladies there. And I pray you all have a wonderful and peaceful day, and stay safe. And Suburban, I look forward to hearing from you. Miss Mary, I will talk to you later. And Miss Sandra, I love you, sweetie. And oh, yes, ma'am, I'll get through it. You know, the Lord ain't brought me this far for me to give up now. So, but I pray you and your husband are doing well, Sandra, and y'all have a blessed day and the rest of your families. Um, and remember that God loves you and Miss Kim loves you. And I pray peace be with each and every one of you today and always. And with that, I'm going to sign off. And to you guys out there, thank you. Thank you, Uper, for coming up on the live stream today. And thank you, Harold and Ark Wild Man and Big Matt, for stopping in and saying hi. I appreciate it. And I will see you all later. God bless you, and I love you. All right, sweetie. I'll talk to you later. Bye.